Hello, my name is Mark. Welcome to I Am Organic Gardening, located in Zone 6B, and welcome to my 10-acre farm and garden. And today I'd like to share with you how electric tools have really worked into my farming program and also having a large garden. Now, in years past, of course, we use electric and rototillers, but I've adapted to pretty much all electric tools right now because I do generate my own electricity on my farm with my windmills, and it saves me a lot of time and effort and noise pollution. It just makes it more comfortable working outside. I'd like to start off with my purchase that I did this year with the electric lawnmower. It's doing fantastic. It's made by Ryobi. The charge lasts for about 2.5 hours. They're really hard work. I've been farm testing it, and I'll do a review on it later on. But it is holding up very nicely, and it can pull a wagon of any size. It's really doing an excellent job. And my other piece of equipment is by Black & Decker, and that's just a regular electric lawnmower. It's rechargeable, of course, so the battery slide in and out, and it goes to other hand tools, the same battery. And I'll show you how much has changed. We have here is a small plot of sweet corn, which I'll again go over in other videos how to grow sweet corn. But just the simple weeding process of keeping it down, and also what's really nice about it is when you chop all those weeds down, I'll get a closer look, you're actually adding nitrogen back in your soil, so the weeds are really growing a cover crop for you, and you're just recycling those nutrients, so you're not taking away, and you're feeding the corn right now. So in another, say, 20 to 30 days, that nitrogen that you cut down so quickly from the greens to break down on top of that soil surface, because you're not disturbing the soil whatsoever in the ground below, that all those microbes can go to work so quickly and release that nitrogen back to that corn plant again. So let's take a closer look. So here I have one of my small plots of sweet corn that I grow every year. It's about 7 feet wide and 50 feet long. I'm going to say it's about anywhere from 4 to 5 weeks old. And you can see between the rows, because we haven't had any really rain in the last month, we've actually been in a drought, that I use the weeds as a cover crop to keep the ground from not being so harsh and dry out so quickly. So with me watering, which I have to do because I said we haven't received any rain in maybe 2 days ago we got about 2 inches of rain, and we're expecting another, let's say another inch in the next 5 days, and it's supposed to be cloudy. But you can see how the weeds have taken off. So I allowed that to happen. Now I want to get in there before it rains again and gets too wet to just knock down the weeds, but that will also allow me to gain more organic fertilizer, and I am growing this organically, of course. But this is just a nice weed cover crop, and there's no such harm for growing weeds in your garden as long as you cut them down and maintain them. So a couple more things before I cut it down. This has maintained a proper soil temperature for the corn to grow in. All those roots from the weeds have opened up the ground and let more water in. So now I'm choosing to go in there and cut the weeds down because the canopy of the corn will grow pretty quickly in the next 2 weeks, and it will cover the soil once again to keep it cool and moist. So if I get in there now, I can cut this down, release that nitrogen, like I said before, back to the plants, and you can just see that it's not affecting the corn whatsoever, and it will clean up very quickly by this rechargeable, removable, battery-operated lawnmower. And I'll just go right down the row and cut those weeds down to about maybe, say, 2 inches or 3 inches tall, so I still have some cover. So it took me less than 5 minutes to do all 3 rows in between the corn here. And again, you're still going to have some weeds that are going to pop up here and there, but the canopy will close them up. And for any of the larger weeds that you might have growing between your corn stalks, which you can do if you wish to do it, I don't see any need to it on my end or something like that, but again, it's your choice. You can go back and actually just take your foot and push the weeds, step on them and crimp them towards the center row, and then recut again, and then you'll have a very clean corn crop. Again, it's not going to matter anything towards your harvest or your productivity of your corn, because we know weeds feed the soil also too. There's no such thing as weeds. And again, this is just a nice way of keeping your garden clean and feeding it at the same time. But let the weeds work for you instead of thinking that it's working against you. I want to thank you very much for watching today's video. I am not suggesting at all you run right out there and buy an electric lawnmower, but if you're in the market for a new lawnmower, or you're having problems like me with a garden, you have a large area, it's something to consider. You can get maybe something at a garage sale, or just use your regular electric or regular gas lawnmower, and it will work just the same. Just have a rear discharge. It's a lot easier for you, and you'll see that it's great for maintaining everything. There's just easier ways to do it, and I want to share this with you. I hope you enjoyed it and will like the video, and I'll see you shortly again. Enjoy your day.